Hello, my name is Dan Tempest. I teach high school biology and environmental science. I have a biology degree from Marion University. I also have an environmental science minor. In this video today, I am focusing on how to tailor communication practices to meet the needs of all learners in the classroom. Communication is important. It's a skill that is important for life in general. It's also needed for all career paths. Building relationships is first and foremost in education. Students need to know that they're safe, they're supported, and they are respected. This is especially important when conflict ever comes up. We need to show them that we're willing to listen. This makes them feel respected. Everyone wants to be heard, especially if there's ever an issue. All of this helps to create a good learning environment or culture for learning. So, next, I want to just talk about some strategies that foster effective communication. As I've already mentioned, building relationships is key. By doing this, students can connect with one another, but they can also connect with me, their teacher. They can feel more safe and be more comfortable asking questions when they need help. Positive professional relationships helps with psychological safety, and when this is achieved, students tend to thrive and fulfill their potential. Students who have a positive relationship with their teachers will show more endurance and also grit in their education. Students should also convey a passion for their subject. Teachers should also convey a passion for their subject or the content area. Showing their students this passion draws them in and helps them to enjoy the lesson. It also helps students work together and analyzes and have that grit in drawing to conclusions. When I show this passion, I can motivate my students and push through those challenges. Working together is a great way to show team building and build on those team building and social skills, which again every learner needs in the real world. It's also going to help them to get to know each other, and that helps with accountability and also perseverance. Another strategy that can help students to grow and get to know each other is icebreakers. Icebreakers are a great way to break that ice and break down those walls, cut through that initial awkwardness. And it almost forces students to get to know each other. And that helps to build connections, help them to realize that they're not so different. I also think that building a culture of collaboration instead of competition should be a priority. Now, that isn't to say that competition shouldn't ever be used. I'm a sports person myself. I believe that there's a lot of good that can come out of competition. But as a whole, the culture should be that we're all in this together and let's push forward together and make each other better. Most careers are going to have employees working together for a common goal, and that culture in the classroom can be powerful. And I think more things can happen. More positive learning can happen when that is the real goal. A great skill that I try to instill in my science classrooms is that mistakes are okay and they are expected. That's really how science works. We need to grow from our mistakes and we need to problem solve to see how we can do things better. As the educator in the room, I need to praise my students and portray that these skills help them portray these skills and grow. And when they do this, I need to celebrate that and show them how much I am proud of them. There are challenges, though, with communication in higher ed. Online communication is easily misconstrued. We've all probably had a text message and thought that the sender meant something that was completely misunderstood, and that can happen. Online communication with students can be the same way, and therefore it is very important to be clear. Expectations need to exude clarity. Be over precise in instructions. Rarely ever will students complain that they were given too much information. Another challenge is that relationships can be tough in a higher ed, especially in the online classroom without any face-to-face interaction. To combat this, we need to be active in discussions and engage them and encourage the students to do the same. It is also very important to provide open communication opportunities. Students need to have a platform to communicate with us and to each other. And the teacher needs to encourage that they take advantage of this opportunity. All right, conflicts are inevitable. In my experience as a teacher, the best way to de-escalate a conflict is we need to listen first. It all starts with listening. Make sure the student knows that they are being heard. This can be hard, but we need to take our emotions out of the situation and remember that building relationships is the priority, not breaking them down. Conflict is inevitable, as I mentioned. It's inevitable in education, it's inevitable in life. And as professionals, we need to model the respectful way to handle it. It's okay to justify our thinking and our actions after we have listened to their point of view. And after that, it's important to keep that collaborative relationship with the student rather than act as a dictator and have a my way or the highway approach. And lastly, I want to talk about how communication increases success and creates a positive environment. As I've mentioned in this video, building a respectful relationship and having a safe environment and culture helps students succeed and reach their goals and their potential. It establishes grit and perseverance, and these two things students are going to display more when they're supported and they feel loved and they feel safe. This cultivates a growth mindset and allows students to be comfortable asking questions. This positive atmosphere helps to build a team approach, and this is a vital skill that they're going to have in the workplace. And it also can help solutions come about more efficiently, and the final product is often a much higher quality. I hope you enjoyed. Take care.